Today I'm going to create mobs that Mojang didn't add to Minecraft. Additionally, I'll create a habitat for each of them. The first mob is going to be the shark. So, I'll start by making the belly, add a detail up here, increase it a bit more, add a fin on this side. On the other side, now make a smaller cube, an even smaller one, and an even smaller one. I'll create this part, this other one, and the shark is almost ready. Now I need to make the head, create a cube, this bottom part, add the teeth, and make this top part, finally close it up. The shark is ready. This is its swimming animation, and this one is it attacking. To find the shark, I had to go into the ocean, but it's quite difficult to find. I've been here for a while now, and look, there's a shark down there. Actually, there are two, so I'll jump in. Wow, guys, look how cool it looks in the game. Thankfully, it doesn't attack. Wait, my oxygen is running out. Come back, come back. One more try. Come here, shark. There you go. Got it. No, my oxygen is running out. Got this one. Great. I'll have to take these two to the place where I'm going to build their habitat. But there's a problem. Most of the way is on land, and both of them are aquatic animals. Wait, will flying work? Look, they're flying. No, go back to the water. Hold on. If they stay out of the water in the game, will they die? I waited for a few seconds and nothing happened. I know this doesn't make any sense, but I'll take them along the surface anyway. Let's go, guys. I'll leave the sharks in this small water pool while I build their habitat because it's really strange for them to be out of the water. I'm going to start our habitat project, and I had to level a vast area since this terrain was quite uneven. The idea I just came up with is to create an aquarium for the sharks. To make this happen, I need to mark where the aquarium will be. To begin creating the habitat, I'll have to dig a hole because in addition to providing space for the sharks to swim, I also need to decorate it. Now, I'll create a thin layer of sand on the bottom since my plan is to decorate it with some corals. I'm back in this icy biome because it's one of the only places where I can find this blue ice. This ice block is somewhat rare, but it looks much nicer than the compacted ice. The idea is to line the entire area with this ice on the walls. I'll add some blocks protruding upward. I think it will look quite beautiful. And of course, I'll use glass to build the aquarium walls. I've chosen to use this light blue glass since it's quite attractive. I believe that at this point, it's more than enough since this aquarium turned out to be much larger than I expected. I'm going to open a small hole in the wall because I'm going to bring these two sharks inside. Come over here, great. You can rest assured that they won't stay out of the water for too long. I have to fill the aquarium with water, so I'll have to collect a lot of leaves because they will be used to create a floor on top of the aquarium. With these leaves at the bottom, it's much easier to fill the entire aquarium all at once. The only thing I need to do is add water around the edges. And as you can see, it starts generating infinite water here. After everything is ready, I just need to break all these leaves. I'm in a coral ocean, and obviously I'm in this place to collect as many corals as I can. I've taken my potion, and now I can collect as many blocks as I want. It's time for me to decorate the entire habitat. I'm spreading coral blocks randomly, and I've also added some seaweed, and our aquarium is complete. Guys, look how cool it is from the outside. You can't see very well, and I believe that this glass has made it a bit difficult to see. I should have used transparent glass for this, as you can't see much from the outside, but you can see the shark there, and the other one here too. My rating for this is 7 out of 10. The next mob I'm going to create is going to be the monkey. I'll start by making the monkey's foot, create a part of the leg and another part, duplicate it to the other side, make the belly, create the chest, and now let's start making the arm. Add another piece and complete the hand facing backward, now duplicate it on the other side. I'll create the head like this, now add an ear, the other one, and this part here is the snout. The monkey is almost ready. The only thing left is to make the tail, so extend it a bit more, and it's done. This is its idle animation, and this one is it walking. I didn't create an attacking animation since many of you requested peaceful animals. I'll take this opportunity to mark the location for its habitat, and it doesn't need to be as large as the previous one because monkeys are quite small. Well, it doesn't need to be that small either. Let's increase the size now. This size looks much better. I'm here in the jungle because this is the best biome to find monkeys since there are some really large trees here. The only problem will be finding them. Maybe if I climb to the top of a tree, I can observe the entire jungle. Or perhaps I can fly, right? Look, on top of that tree, there's a couple. I hope they don't move from there because I kind of have to recreate a jungle within this marked area. So, the first item I'm going to gather is wood. I'll also need saplings, collect some bamboo, and gather some puzzle. Let's head back home. Do you think they take fall damage? I don't think so, right? Well, I think they do. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The shark is on top of the glass barrier. Stay stuck there for now. Man, this is crazy. The only way to fix this is to raise this part even more. Imagine if someone is walking by and a shark falls out. There, now it's secure. Starting the monkey's habitat, I'll replace these stones with jungle wood, since these little monkeys have to feel at home. Furthermore, I'll peel off the bark from these logs because, in my opinion, this wood looks much nicer. I'll use green glass for the walls of this structure. I really like this glass because it brings life to the environment. I don't need to make this wall too high since it's not like the one with the shark over there. I know the monkeys will be jumping, but they probably won't jump out. To make it even more like their biome, I'll break some of the ground and replace it with podzol. Another thing I need to do is plant a tree right here in the middle and make it grow. Perfect. Additionally, I'll scatter some leaves here, but I have to be careful not to create a staircase for them to climb the wall. I'll also place some bushes on the ground and create some ladders just for the monkeys to jump around. At the end, there will be a platform, and the only thing missing is a little pond for them to bathe in. There you go, little monkeys. Welcome to your new home. I really like this habitat, and I would rate it 8 out of 10. The next mob I'm going to add to the game is the giraffe. I'll start by creating the giraffe's leg, duplicate it, and make the front one, then duplicate that. Create a section of her body and add another smaller part. This one will be the tail, and I'll add some details to it. Starting with the neck, I'll add smaller cubes one after another, and I'll do this until the end. Create a section of the head, make the 2 horns it has, 1 ear, and the other as well. Make the top part of the snout and the bottom part too. And our giraffe is ready. This is her idle animation, and this one is her walking animation. Giraffes typically spawn in the savannah, which is why I'm here. Now, I just need to find one. The good thing is that they are quite tall, and we can see them from a distance. I said it would be easy, and there are 2 over there. There's a village nearby, so I'll take advantage of the fact that they're already here. And I'll tether both of them to this fence because I can get the resources for the habitat from this village. Okay, Minecraft is not normal. A clay golem, that makes no sense. The first item I'll need is this yellow terracotta. And this is what's left of the villagers' houses. Mr. Villager, I promise I'll fix this. I'll also use these wheat crops for decoration. And of course, I'll need acacia wood as well. I've already marked everything out, but looking from above, it seems quite small, so I'll need to expand it. Now, unlike the other habitats where I used glass walls, for this one, I'll use a fence because the animal is quite large, and even with the fence, I'll be able to see it clearly. The only issue is that in these areas here, I'll have to place blocks first, and then I'll have to add the fence. Otherwise, there will be gaps in those spots. To make them feel at home, I'll plant a tree right here. In Savannah, there's also a lot of grass on the ground, so I'll add plenty of it. They also need water to drink. Finally, I'll decorate with these hay bales, and the giraffe habitat is ready. I would rate it a 9. The next mob I'm going to add to the game is the capybara. Making the capybara is going to be quite easy. Start by creating the front leg, the rear leg, and duplicate it. To make the body, just stretch this cube. It's perfect. Now create the head, make 1 ear and the other. The capybara is ready. This is it walking and this is it sitting. Look how cute it looks when it's sitting. And finding capybaras in Minecraft is easier than you think. They usually spawn in swamps because they like water and also a bit in forests. I just found one and there's another one. Look how adorable they are, especially when they're sitting. This is definitely my favorite animal. They walk a little and then they sit down. Follow me. I have a better place for you to live. To begin, I'll mark a spot where I'll create a small island right here in the middle, and around it, I'll make a huge lake. That's why I need to break this entire area. I'll leave this side with solid ground too, and all this area I'm breaking will become a lake. Filling this with water is definitely going to be the most challenging part, but I'll use the same strategy I used to fill the shark tank. The good part is that here, there are only 2 layers, and that will make it a lot easier. After a few minutes of filling the lake and adding decorations, capybaras, welcome to your new home. Our little zoo is slowly taking shape. If you didn't know, I created all this part here with ancient mobs. As soon as the video ends, this one will appear on the screen for you to click and watch. Even though this habitat is simple, I really like it, and I would rate the capybara model along with this habitat a 9.5. I think we're missing a human element in this game, which is why I'm going to create a miner. Start by making the miner's legs. This will be the torso, and this will be the clothing. Now create an arm, make the other one, and this one will be holding a pickaxe. Make the head, and yes, he'll have the face of a villager. It looks a bit strange because he's completely bald and doesn't have a nose. So I'll make a nose for him. The miner also needs a helmet. On top, there will be a lantern. And obviously, he also needs a backpack. Add a detail up here and also back here. This will be him standing still. And here he is walking. We can find the miner in these mines that are underground. And it's a bit difficult to find him since the mine is a labyrinth. Miner, where are you? Oh, he's right here. I need you to come with me. Come, follow me. Oh no, if you don't want to follow me, then I'll just have to lead you with a rope. The habitat where he'll stay, I'll create it roughly around here. The idea will be to break all this area and make it look like a mine. To make it as realistic as possible, I'm going to create those structures you find in abandoned mines, like these wooden beams here in the railroad track. I think it will look very good this way. The only thing I forgot to gather was the spider web, so I'll use fences instead. Add some planks and train tracks. To complete it, just pull him in here. I'll release him here and close this entire wall with glass. Without a doubt, this was one of the easiest habitats I've created. I would rate this one 4 out of 10, but to make up for it, I'm going to create an extra mob, which will be the lion. So create the leg, extend it, add the paw, and duplicate it. The hind legs are a bit different. They have this larger part here, and the paw is pretty much the same. Duplicating it to the other side. Make a section for the body, add another piece, and the other side like this. Now I'll create the tail, extend it a bit more, and add a detail at the tip. Making the head will be quite simple. Just create a larger cube for the mane. This part will be the face. Make the ears, the snout, and our lion is ready. This is him standing still, and this one is him walking. To find the lions, I had to go back to the savannah, and there were 2 in front of me. One of them is even jumping. I'll use the lasso to capture these 2, and the good thing is that I already prepared their habitat. I just need to break this and bring the 2 inside. Let me close this up. No, now bring them in. Come on, there we go. Now I release and run out. Let me grab this glass. I'll take this other one too. Now I'll seal this like this. Now I remove the lasso and close the glass. And finally, our zoo of mobs that Mojang didn't add is ready. Enjoy and watch the video that's appearing on the screen.